97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock.
Hello, this is Michael Spedden, and thanks for joining us today on the 97underground.com Michael Spedden Interviews channel here on YouTube. There have been many requests from both listeners and guests for us to make available our artist interviews so they can listen again or share with others. You can find us on YouTube at 97underground Michael Spedden. Remember, the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Not only do I feature artist interviews, I feature songs you forgot you liked, classics that never die, beloved local, regional, up-and-coming, and underground artists. You can listen anytime, anywhere by downloading our free app from 97underground.com. Just do it. And now, today's episode. Tainted Saints is a band from the Baltimore, D.C. area that performed in the 80s and 90s and recently reformed and signed a contract with Aeonian Records. I sat down with singer Sean Barr and drummer Richie Davis to talk about the old days, the reunion, and much, much more. Enjoy. And welcome back to the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. And today we have some very special guests with us. We remember from years ago, Tainted Saints performing in the Baltimore, D.C. area, performing in all the clubs, and my band had performed with them on numerous occasions. And they are back in action, re-releasing some material from back in those days, and apparently some plans for some shows. We have Sean Barr and Richie Davis with us today. Welcome, guys. How are we?
Awesome. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Great, Michael. Thanks for having us on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Great. It's great to see you guys and great to hear from you. And I was glad to hear the good news and everything. So I will say, do share with our listeners as to what's going on.
Tell the story, Richie, how we got signed and all that.
Yeah. This is actually, Michael, it's really a funny story. Like every 6 months, for the last few years, I just Googled Tainted Saints and see if anything pops up. So one day something pops up on YouTube and I listen to it, and I'm not exaggerating. The track that was on this YouTube channel sounded better than any track I had heard from us. So I end up writing on this guy's YouTube channel, hey, this sounds really great. I was the drummer in the band. If you need more tracks, let me know. So come to find out, this guy's name is Delbert Clemens. And he lives somewhere in Illinois. I'm not sure where. And somehow he had gotten one of our cassette tapes back from like 1990. And his hobby is to kind of take old cassette tapes and turn them digital and kind of remaster them in a low rent kind of way. And that's kind of what the guy does, with his retirement, his hobby and everything. So we go back and forth. He sends me and Sean copies of the CD that he produced of us from the old cassettes, and we're just getting along. We're on the phone every other week talking whatever, and he mentions to me, he's like, man, I know this guy that owns a record label. I'm talking to him about you guys, and he's very interested. He's heard your music and he's seen some pictures of you, and he's very interested in signing you on his label, Aeonian Records. And that's how it happened. And I just think it's so funny this day and age. We worked our tails off 20 years ago to get a deal, and then we get a deal by making one comment on a YouTube page now, and 2 months later we're signed. So it's really just kind of it's just kind of a weird story actually.
Well, good for you. Good for you. I guess it's probably got to be a great feeling to have something that you always, I know you guys worked hard. I saw you all back in those days. I remember you very well. And you guys were hard. You guys were a good band. And it's good nowadays, years later, to have maybe, you could say you're before your time or whatever, but to have somebody come back and see this and appreciate it years and years later, that's great. Well, let's listen to one of these songs here. This is one that you've sent me called Temptation, and I really like it a lot. So this is Temptation by Tainted Saints. was Temptation by Tainted Saints. Great job, fellas. Great job. I like that song. So, Sean, tell us a little bit about this.
So I remember actually in vivid detail writing that song. We had played, I think, the Rage in Baltimore.
Of course.
And we used to live there.
I know.
We had been invited to some rave in a church in D.C. And one of my best friends, Elizabeth Erickson, she was the one that invited us. And so we went and we partied all night and whatnot. And I stayed at her house, and I left her house, and she lived in the Shaw district in D.C. So I walked down on Circle, and I went into Kramer's Books and Afterwards. And I was sitting there, and the lyrics fell on my head. Like they just, I'm there with my coffee and croissant or whatever I was having. And so I just started on the napkins, literally writing it down. And I left and went and I called Tony. I said, we got to work on this. I got to show you this. The funny thing is that I left, and apparently I found this out later, but about 20 minutes after I left, Bono from U2 had stopped in there.
Huh.
If I'd have stayed 20 minutes longer and hadn't finished the song yet, I might have met Bono, but the song was important to me anyway. So I left. And I went and got with Tony, and he was like, "Oh, I got something for this." And he had the riff. He came up with the riff, and then we started working on the melody lines. But it was something. It was kind of a departure for us, if you will. It was a little bit different than some of the other stuff that we had been doing prior. It was kind of, this is a new direction. So I love that song. I love performing it. I just like the whole vibe of it.
Well, great. Well, let's spin another one here. One Voodoo Girl. Tell us about this one.
So this is track 2 on the album, and it's actually the redo of the original. And we had done it at Q. We went and decided that we wanted to try another take at it. I think it's a little bit slower, right, Richie, than the original?
It was a little bit slower, yeah.
A tiny bit slower. We changed up a few things in it. And so Richie was able to remix this, actually, and he did an incredible job with it. And so we chose it as the second track. It's a fun song. It's
great.
Well,
groove. Here it is. This is Voodoo Girl from Tainted Saints.
Rock on.
Beats and baby shaking, mojo's quaking, got
97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock.
Little Miss Changes decides to stop by. Her bright shiny color catches your eye. Daughter of town comes close behind with hesitation. A little white lie, and they all find a hole in your heart. When distance takes over and no words are spoken, sneaking suspicion comes on inside, bringing her brother, full-hearted pride.
another great tune there, Unspoken. Really enjoying the material, guys, and it's great to see that you're back at it. It's great. We have a history. We shared quite a few stages back in 19 Boobity Bum, and I'm really happy to see that you're out there, performing, and you got this material out there. Speaking of performing, there are going to be some Tainted Saints shows. Tell us about that,
Richie. Where are we playing?
Well, we've got a gig booked with a local band up there, a great band called Bommenkinder. I believe it's June 1st. Is the
June
gig.
1st.
And we'll be playing Zen West. I think it's up near Towson.
Yeah. It's near York Road and Northern Parkway, right around the corner from the Senator Theater. And
Perfect.
yeah, it's a great bar. It's a great bar. I've been there a number of times to see shows, and you're going to enjoy the room. You're going to enjoy the room. I really think you're going to have a great show there and everything. So congratulations. Now, for those of us who are hearing this and are glad to hear that you're back, and for those of us who may not have caught you the first time, tell us about your where we can find out more and hear more about Tainted Saints.
Well, Tainted Saints, we have our Tainted Saints Facebook page. We are in Eonian Records recording artists. So if you want to go to eonian.com, you can find us there. The album is on all the major streaming platforms, iTunes, on Spotify, on Amazon. So you can find us there. And Richie has been really instrumental in posting us on a bunch of different social media pages, several fan pages, DC, Baltimore music scene on Facebook. I think you and I are on that. Michael, Richie's on that. So we post on. So we're trying to spread the gospel and broaden the reach, if you will. Yeah,
I think that's where we reconnected, remembering the Baltimore, DC music scene on Facebook. But that's a great group.
It is. And a lot of, personal friends on there too. And so, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I would just encourage folks, the product that Eonian put out for us is just top flight. And I would encourage anybody that wants, the album comes with a booklet, comes with the history of the band. And like I said, it's just top notch all around production. Yeah,
definitely. And a shout out to Anthony Fox for the mastering on that. Fantastic job. He does a lot of work with Eonian. So check them out. It's a great label. They're actually representing us on multiple continents. We have a presence in Europe now, in Germany, in London, Paris, Japan. We're in Tokyo. We're in Australia, in Sydney. So Eonian has a global reach, and their YouTube channel they just started spinning Voodoo Girl, the video for Voodoo Girl they created for us. So that's up and running now too.
That wonderful. Video is smoking. It is a smoking video. Yeah. One other thing I wanted to mention, Michael, is I'm living in Tampa, and I'm in a really cool surf rockabilly punk band down here. We're called Black Valley Moon. I would encourage everybody to check them out. We're on all the streaming platforms. We've got probably 4 or 5 albums out. It's a really cool band. Check it out.
Good. We sure will. Along with Tainted Saints, make sure you check out Richie's band as well. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, folks, again, remember, eonianrecords.com. There's a Facebook page for them. There's a YouTube channel for Eonian Records LLC. And remember to go to Tainted Saints Facebook page on, of course, facebook.com. I don't think I have to tell anybody where to find that. So, gentlemen, great to see you again. Sean, great to reconnect after all these years. Richie, good to see you, bud. And folks, this is Tainted Saints. Go check them out June 1st at Zen West. And thanks again for listening to 97 Underground, the Michael Spedden Interviews, and we hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember, download the free app from 97underground.com so you can listen to us wherever you go. The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Listen anytime, anywhere. Metal.
Worldwide metal, 24/7. 97 Underground.